Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to KP. Annalise here. So Ava was just leading me to do like a little promo. Hey, Parent Wound series out now. And the way that he was kind of just bringing this to me and dropping it in my spirit was to another angle to look at this as um, was to really pinpoint down what makes you happy about being around your family, what makes you grateful about being around your family. And if you can be in this space or place to say, oh, it's because on my birthday we get to go here, or during Christmas time we get to do this and to do that. Um, oh, or when we go and we have these events, okay, the events are they're eventful or they're lively, etc., etc. Now, the way that he was peeling this back to me that helped me to even realize was like, okay, now is it them or is it the event? Is it them or is it the event? I was excited at Christmas time because of all the toys that I got. I was excited at my birthday because of what I got for my birthday. I was excited to go to cookouts and whatnot because of the food I got to eat. What do you guys know past or know about each other past your favorite color? Past what movies you like? What's your favorite movie? Or the dog you've been wanting? What do y'all know about each other past that? Where's the connection? Where's the intimacy? The intimacy. Or is it just the trauma bonding where it's, hey, we went through this or we're going through this and we're having to help each other out just because of the proximity that we're in? And this had me really in deep thought because it was just like, wow, it's not them that I'm excited about. It's the fact that I get to do XYZ. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, you love your family, but having love for them, but not necessarily like knowing them or liking them in the space of like the habits, the patterns, what they say, what they do, like how they act. It's a whole different dynamic. And it's almost like loving, having that love for that person because you have to. They're your family. But when you think about all the events and you think about all of the things, it's not them that made you excited. It's not them that made you happy. It was the thing that you got or where you got to go. That's what made you excited. That's what made you happy. That's what made you look forward to it. Or in the space of like, hey, when I got to go to cookouts and stuff, it wasn't because I got to like hang out and have fun. No, it was because of the food I got to eat. I got to have like barbecue food and it was like the best. And you to smell that in the park on a summer hot day, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you have this level of toxicity and dysfunction where there's a level of viperness or cattiness. And it's odd because it's like we don't talk to other people that way, but we talk to each other that way. And like I said, it's me included because it's realizing this to be set free from it, which means I was doing it too. And that dynamic of, you know, in getting together for these events, we get together for these events, we spend all of our money, but then the event literally just turns into this whole explosion of arguments, or he said, she said, or somebody not being around, or, you know, um, the gossiping and the kind of just like tearing down. It's not really like a fun time. It's like, okay, let's see what other drama is going to happen. Let's see what other toxicity is going to happen. And it's like, okay, you get to the point where it's like, bro, you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. And being in a space of people pleasing so much, you get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm tired of trying to get people to see me, to hear me, to love me, to like me. And when you start to set boundaries, you begin to realize that it wasn't, help me, Holy Spirit, it wasn't you that they liked or was pleasing. It was what you could do or what you did that was pleasing. Especially when you get to see how Abba will reveal things to you, because Abba knows the heart. Abba will reveal their heart to you. Abba will reveal what's going on in their mind toward you, how they feel toward you, the things that they have toward you. Abba will reveal this. Abba will show you. And a lot of times it's not pretty. It looks like a Shakespeare, et tu Brute, et tu Judas. That's what it looks like. And it just, you begin to understand that, you know, connection and intimacy is important. Reciprocity is important. Reciprocity is important. Intimacy is important. And when you get to see those things and see those dynamics, and you actually begin to pull these things back and to look at it, the person wasn't the person that made you feel awesome. It was the event. And I love the way Abba flips the script, because he then brings you a kingdom spouse that you actually enjoy them more than what you're doing. He brings in kingdom partnerships and friends, and ones that become family. How we were talking about the blood of the covenant is thicker than the womb, the water of the womb. That is the true quote. And so when you begin to like see that and break that down, um, you get to be seen, heard, understood, and loved beyond what you can imagine. And then you begin to see that this is true, this is pure, this is kingdom. And you begin to, as we were talking about in the previous video, I believe it's part 11, where you come up higher. And because you're getting that from Abba first, you're understanding and you're discerning, hey, I don't need that sloppiness. I don't need the sloppy seconds. I don't need the dysfunction. I don't need the drama. And that title of family or parent, it starts to lose its power and it starts to lose its luster in the space of, I don't want to be drained, disrespected, and overlooked, unseen, unheard, and misunderstood for the sake of you being my parent or my family. That's toxic. And to sit there and continue to cast your pearls to the swine, or continue to be around things that drain you and take away from your, even like, because your nervous system can be completely wrecked with this PTSD or CPTSD, being around the things that normally trigger that trauma. Being around that constantly is that space and place where it just, and it's difficult. But this is why you need Jesus, and this is why it is so important to be able to follow Abba, because you're able to break free from those patterns and habits. Because when they say generational curses, You don't realize that's in the family dynamic. So it's the norm where you are being agricultural, meaning you're bringing a new thing to something that is naturally or normally cultural. In that space, you're agricultural, you're bringing heaven to earth, you're being that kingdom ambassador. You're breaking those generational curses, which look like you doing something that is foreign. Look like you doing something like, why are you doing that? It's looking like you doing stuff like, okay, you're not attending Thanksgiving with your family. It's looking like that. And so when it shows up that way, you're breaking those generational curses and bringing in generational blessings. It's not something that is for the weak, and it's not something that is just simple and easy for you to do. No, but that's all Abba wanted me to share. Parent Wound series out now. So go ahead and watch those as Abba leads you. Um, and make sure you bring your steel toe boots because Holy Spirit is coming heavy, as well as bring your pad and your pen so you can go ahead and take notes and just allow Abba to minister to you, to heal those wounds and to heal the things that He's highlighting to you and showing you. But remember, God is love, Jesus the way, the truth, and the life. And I will be back on the next video. Okay, ciao.